So about 10 months ago, I purchased my first ever Mystery Tackle Box subscription. I got a 1-year subscription because I just wanted to try to start using some different baits and different brands that maybe weren't available in my area, or just brands that I had never thought of trying. And I thought that the Mystery Tackle Box would be a pretty good way to kind of diversify the baits that I've been using. But recently, in the last couple boxes, I've decided that I was not going to get another subscription to Mystery Tackle Box. And just in case you guys maybe were in the market for some kind of subscription service for fishing lures, I wanted to give you guys some of the reasons I don't think you should go with Mystery Tackle Box, and just kind of a review of the last 10 months. With that being said, we're also going to unbox this Mystery Tackle Box, and maybe a couple of the flaws that I'm going to mention will show in this box. Before we get into actually opening the box though, I figure I'll go ahead and explain some of the things that I'm not a huge fan of. I actually really enjoyed the first 5 to 6 months of boxes. I didn't have a lot of problems with it, and even still, I do enjoy getting the box in the mail. It's fun, and it's definitely a decent subscription service, but I feel like there's probably even better ones out there. And drop in the comments if you know like a pretty good fishing subscription service box like this that isn't Mystery Tackle Box. I do want to continue to do unboxings like this. I just don't want to do it with Mystery Tackle Box. But yeah, the reasons I don't enjoy this product. First off, the first 5 to 6 months of boxes was really good because there was pretty good diversity of what we were getting. We almost never got repeat baits during the first 5 to 6 months. We might have got one repeat bait the whole entire time, but for the most part, we were always getting new baits, new brands. I mean, the Googan Squad lures were always a repeat customer, but that's because they have some kind of deal in place where Googan Squad puts a lot of their baits into the Mystery Tackle Box, which not a huge fan of that either. I don't love the Googan Squad baits. I also don't hate them, just not a huge fan of getting them every month. But over the last 4 to 5 boxes, we've definitely got a lot less diversity in what we're getting. And it's kind of like they had enough the first 4 to 5 months to give us different baits, but eventually they just had to start stocking the same couple of things over and over again. We've gotten, I think, 3 of the same jigs over the last couple of months, and we've also got the same crankbait 3 times. And if it's a great bait, that really doesn't seem like the biggest problem, but given that the entire fact of me getting these boxes was to kind of change up some of the lures I was using and try out some new techniques, for me, it's just not really a positive symptom. Another problem that I've been having with these, and this might be the problem with all these subscription services, so you guys will have to let me know because I've only used these, is the sample packs of the soft plastics. I'm not a huge fan of that. In the Mystery Tackle Boxes usually, and I'll open this right now to prove that point. So once again, we got a pack of soft plastics. We got the Z-Man scented jerk shads, and if you look in the package, there's 4. There might be 5 actually. There's 5 of them in here. They give you these sample packs of the soft plastics, and that's really cool because you do get to try a lot of new baits. But what I often have happen is I'll go to the pond I'm fishing, or the lake I'm fishing, the river I'm fishing. I'll try out the soft plastics and they'll be really good. I'll be catching fish every couple of casts, and let's say I catch 5 fish in 20 minutes. Well, that's great, but I'm out of baits now. So I'm not a huge fan of the sample packs of baits. I wish they would give you full packs of soft plastics. They give you the full hard bait. Obviously they couldn't give you half of it, so why not give me the full pack of soft plastics? I have a couple more little complaints where I'm not a huge fan of this or I'm not a huge fan of that, but I think you get the idea. I'm just ready to try something a little bit different, so if you guys know a really good subscription service for these lure boxes, drop that in the comments. And with that being said, let's unbox the rest of this. So next we have the Excite Heckler. Looks like a little spook of some kind. Definitely not a huge topwater guy. I've been getting more into it. I really want to try to become a better topwater fisherman. One of the reasons I started getting these boxes was to get a lot more topwater baits and some different topwater baits. And that definitely looks like a pretty good looking spook. Not sure if I love the color, but topwater, the color really isn't as important, I've noticed. I'm not a pro fisherman either. I try to let that be known in every one of these videos. I'm not some pro. I'm not claiming to be some pro. That's the whole point of these boxes, trying different techniques and stuff. But yeah, walking topwater baits has never been one of my specialties. Hopefully with some more of these baits that we get in these boxes, and maybe future boxes of a different brand, we can improve our skill with walking baits. and we've kind of proved our point already. We've got the Vile Crawls. I'm not sure exactly which video it would be in and which month's box it was in, but we've got these already. So kind of proving the point that this box doesn't have a ton of variety and it's got a lot of repeat baits. We've got these before. I actually don't hate these, and I did catch some fish on them last time, so it's a decent bait. You can see them right there on the back. I would recommend these, and these are one of the really cool baits that I have found using the mystery tackle box. So even though it's a repeat bait, not that upset that we got it. Next, we've got a Lucky Strike jerk bait, another bait that I don't use a lot. Down here in the South, maybe it's a more northern thing, I almost never see people throwing jerk baits. I know it's a reaction strike bait, but it's just not a super popular bait. Honestly, down here in the South, the like most popular techniques, flipping, pitching, soft plastics, big soft plastics, don't use a ton of hard baits. I've been using a lot more crankbaits the last couple months to a year. It's something I've gotten more into. I've tried to use some more topwater. Frogs work really great, I've found out of nowhere, but don't use a lot of these jerk baits, but maybe we'll try this one out. And another perfect example of something I mentioned, we got the Googan Squad Blooper. I'm not actually mad about getting that bait either though. Down here where I fish, poppers always work great. Any kind of topwater popper, you're gonna get bit on, and it's a really great bait I've found for when it's getting a little later or early in the morning. One of my favorite baits ever, super simple to use, probably the most simple topwater bait besides like a buzz bait or something where you don't have to input any action. So a really simple bait to use for beginners, intermediate guys. I would probably classify myself as more intermediate, but I really do enjoy topwater baits like poppers, so no complaint there, even though it's a Googan Squad bait. Next, we've got the Head Banger Rocker Head. I'm assuming you would use that with any kind of crawl or creature bait or anything. And I'll read what it says here on the back for you. It says, the Head Banger Rocker Head takes your creature bait fishing to the next level. Use this simple straight retrieve yo-yo, jigging, or drag it along the bottom. And the rocker head will produce the best action you've ever seen. So this is basically just another way to rig your creature baits, crawls, bugs, anything like that. Sure, it's a good bait, and this is something that definitely will be putting into action. Can't wait to see how this works and see if it actually improves action. The last two things we have in this box that aren't like terminal tackle is just 2 jigs. I mean, we all know how a jig works, not much to talk about there. And we've got these in like 5 boxes. I'm not sure if there's like that many different types of EWG hooks they can give you, but we've got the Spear Point EWG hooks that have that weird bend in them. The one thing that I would say I would prefer is to get some wacky worm hooks here and there. We did get drop shot hooks one time, which I had never fished drop shot before, so that was pretty cool to get to try something different, but we don't get a ton of variety in hooks. It's EWG hooks almost every month, and usually it's the same brand too, so not super hype about getting those, but I mean, they work, they catch fish. Obviously, football season's coming back around. We got a pretty cool football-inspired sticker there. Wearing my Steelers hat to this video, so we're 2-0 right now, doing pretty good. Russell Wilson's taking us to the Super Bowl, if you didn't know, but yeah, pretty cool sticker. Another huge problem that I've had the last 2-3 boxes I've got is usually they give you this card. It tells you everything in the box and how much it costs. It doesn't do that anymore. There's a QR code here, and I'm not sure if you scan that, if it'll take you to like everything in the box and how much it costs, but it really doesn't matter to me. It was convenient to have it here on this card, and don't love that that's not the case anymore. We also got the Dibble, tells you about fishing, tells you about the techniques to use, the baits you got in the box. That was our mystery tackle box for November 2024. It is November, so that's pretty cool. Deer season is at the end of this month. It starts. Bow season starts in like 2 weeks. I'm very hyped about that, but yeah, let me know down below a good subscription service for fishing lures. I'd love to keep doing videos like this, but just not with this company, Mystery Tackle Box. My review of the boxes that I've got over the last 10 months is they're pretty good. They've got good stuff in them, but I don't enjoy the fact that the diversity of the box isn't that good. And all the Googan Squad baits are getting a little stale. So while if I was to give it a 1 out of 10, I'd give it like a 6. Not really a passing grade, but it'll do. I would kind of just want to try something different. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, all that stuff to see more videos like this one. Hopefully we'll start posting more consistently. I think I've been doing that. I was posting like once every month to 2 months. Now we're up to like once every 2 weeks. So that's an improvement. I mean, it is an improvement. You can't lie. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's in like a week. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be in a month, but I mean, you get it. See you guys next time. I'm out of here. Peace. Goodbye.